welcome back. Hope we missed too much because we're still here, still talking about the awards ceremony, and we have another video clip to show you guys before we then bring the experts to talk about this whole year. I'm going to welcome our ILFL chairman, Kamruz, to the show. Welcome, Kamruz. Still got Rashid, Nurul and Jermaine with me. Before I get any words from these guys, I'm going to run you guys straight over the video, have a look at the final sets of recordings that we've got from the awards ceremony, and then we can talk all about it. As I've said, phone lines are open. If you want to get on the phones, give us a call now, and let's see if we can have a chat about it. Anyway, let's get you over to the video. Have a look. Awards Ceremony 2015 highlights. There are the highlights from our awards ceremony last Thursday, the 10th of September 2015, the ILFL's 15th awards ceremony, and what a night it was. I mean, across the front here we have all the trophies that were on showcase, and the champions of these trophies came up and collected their awards. But it was a long, long night, and there was so much award going on, even referees awards, players awards. And I think there's no other better person to really sum up this year with Ilfl and how successful it is, apart from our chair here, Cameras. Cameras, welcome. I mean, really and truly, give us a rundown. How has this year been for you guys, and how have you made it so successful?
Well, it's been a very, very long year, probably the longest year in my 12 years of being involved with the Ilfl. But, you know, we take it in our stride, and we don't do anything that we can't deliver, and we don't do anything that is sort of going to stretch us to a level where we will break or snap. So we've taken everything in our stride, and, you know, a very good example is our Veterans League. You know, we started it 3 years ago, and now it's cemented and it's growing in stature and strength every year. As Nurubai said, you know, the Ilfl Awards ceremony is something that everyone looks forward to. As organisers, obviously, we do more work, and we sort of not look forward to it, but we sort of gear up to it because we need to deliver to the larger audience. But this year, I think, was second to the Jubilee year. You know, 4 or 5 years ago, the hall was packed, as we saw. A lot of latecomers came and couldn't get a seat, so, you know, it was nice to see a sellout auditorium. And, you know, we can't do any of this without, first of all, the Ilfl committee members, the teams that take part, and obviously, you know, the sponsors themselves. So, you know, I'm not going to run through all the sponsor names in case I miss any and then get told off later. But, you know, there are some key sponsors that need to be mentioned, like Royal Regency, you know, Barry Bay and his team that put on a fantastic show on the food. Canary Wharf Group, who sponsor our Summer League and also help towards the awards ceremony. Sarwar & Co., who have been with us for 3 years now. My own modest company, Hawk & Eagle Property Consultants. And this year we've got Hamilton Tuition on board. And obviously we've got the big players like Tower Hamlets Homes and Veolia and other organisations. Forgive me if I've missed anybody, but, you know,
White House was part of that as well?
White House is another one. JMG Cargo, Hillside, you know, Helal Bhai from Hillside Travels was also there.
And we had Ibrahim Tours last year.
Ibrahim Tours also, and of course you know, our media partners, NTV. It was lovely to see you know, Sabrina Appar and Babu Bhai there, sort of enjoying the night. So, you know, we can't do any of this without the partnership that we have between, you know, ourselves, the teams, and the sponsors. And because we work so closely with one another, it's almost as if, like, you know, we're all doing it together as one unit, rather than Ilfl on its own, clubs on their own, and sponsors on their own. So, you know, I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I didn't speak much on the day because I know there's a lot of awards to go through and people want to go and say a few words, so I left it to them. But, you know, I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm sure everybody here has enjoyed it as well.
Well, I mean,
sorry, Hassan,
yeah, go on, Rash.
to jump onto that. Also, just to mention our partners on our projects, likes of Jermaine from Hackney Leighton League. We had the MK Galacticos and Shapla League, who are partners in the UK BFC. Also, the Shinari from Vets League. They all came in and also supported because they are partners. So we do work with other organisations in partnership. It was nice to see them all participate and celebrate together in this special night.
Yeah, I think, I mean, we'll probably come on to that later. The UK BFC was a flagship and really a brilliant tournament. Just to get sort of an outside perspective, I mean, you know, now London Tigers, we're saying 4 years with the ILFL. I mean, do you think, first and foremost, Cameras gave a fair reflection of the stuff we're doing?
I'd just like to add something on. As an outsider, what I saw is all these sponsors and so-called partners was like one single family. Okay? There wasn't somebody who was out of it. Even on the night, Tower Hamlets Fakhrul, he announced on the night, even before he even asked, he will sponsor the next year. So it's the sponsors are the bread and butter of the league, but you guys got them so close together that they're now not partners anymore, they're more friends. Yeah. They're more friends, and they want to do whatever you ask them, they will do it. That's the impression I got. In getting a sponsorship is so hard, but you guys got all these reputable companies on board who see what good ILFL is doing, and they want to encourage you more. Okay, so on that side of it, from an outside aspect of it, it's a big family rather than just a partner and a sponsorship. And inshallah, it will last a lot longer. That's the reason why other teams, and you're attracting other teams to come into the league, because they want some of that, because there's a stability. It's not, there isn't what's going to happen tomorrow, what isn't. As Cameron said, they will only take on something that they can deliver. And every project that I've been and I've seen the ILFL do, they deliver it to the highest accolade as possible. You know, there's nothing that's left unturned. You know, every small details is being seen to. And the other thing is the ILFL board are there at the end of a phone. It doesn't matter who you ring up, what time you ring up, they will answer your phone call and they will answer your question. Truthfully, not I will let you know or half-heartedly. They will just tell you straight in the face. There's no two thing about it. That's the best thing that everybody likes in the ILFL organisation.
I mean, the two of you, or the three of you, have really summed up that there's an awful lot of appreciation out there, a lot of thank you going out, and I think rightfully it's been, it's deserved. So all of you guys that are there, that you know you're part of, and again, as Cameron has said, if anyone we've missed off, please forgive us. It's down to human error and not because we've left off anyone delivery, but there's been so many of you involved that has helped us deliver this really successful year. I think what I need to look at is the success has been reflected by our teams. Now, if I haven't actually got a proper slideshow, but if I just quickly take you on the screen, I can actually show you who actually are the champions and really the ones that have made this tournament success. I mean, in our Premier Division, the Winter Premier Division, Open Age, we had Stepney FC win it for a 7th year. I mean, again, it's a spreadsheet there, but I just want to really run it through with you. The Stepney FC, they 7 times champion. I mean, our equivalent of Man United, so absolutely brilliant from them. And then we had West End FC, sort of came in the shadows of London Tigers. Now they're standing on their own, and the first time that they leapfrog and actually beat London Tigers to be runners-up the Premiership. Then we have the First Division. We had absolutely a brilliant season from SCTA, who almost had a flawless season. Really, it was all done and dusted, and they dropped a few points at the end. And then they had runners-up, brilliant debutants, Reach Out FC. We absolutely love these guys. David goes on about them every week. We're trying to get them onto the show, but it just clashes with their training. So again, brilliant there. And then we have sort of the 2 newcomers who came in, very youthful teams in our 2nd division. Bowman Athletic, youth, shall I say, brilliant team run by young management, none of the old school guys there, keeping that team and then making them win that 2nd division. And Robin Hood Tigers go in a season conceding 103 goals to come this season storming and scoring over 105 goals. So that was our winter division. And then when we look at our cups, well, our League Cup, Leytonstone FC, did they give us a show? Our league form was horrendous, but when it came to the Cup, these guys showed what the beauty of the Cup was. And that was Leytonstone winning the League Cup. Bow FC, a valiant effort, a lower division team, which is the beauty of the Cup, got through to the final, so well done to Bow, who also collected their runners-up award. Then we had the Challenge Cup. It was a continuous tussle between Reach Out and SCTA. SCTA nipped the league, but Reach Out came and took the Challenge Cup. And then when we look at our equivalent of the Champions League, if I just actually come away from the screen now, but our equivalent of the Champions League, our Interleague Championship, we had the musical league, our ILFL taking part, Hackney and Leyton League. We had one team come down from Buckinghamshire League. It was a brilliant tournament, and that final, okay, 2nd year in a row, London Meteors taking it, but MK Galacticos debut in our Champions League, or Interleague Championship as we should call it. Absolutely brilliant tournament. I mean, Rash, for everything I know, you've been at nearly every single final that I've mentioned. I mean, tell us about the phenomena. We've got a minute before we go on a break, but tell us about the phenomena of these cups.
Obviously, it's interesting that this last winter we all decided on the last game. Just shows how competitive the league has become. All 3 divisions was decided on last week. Vets, I think London Tigers veteran has to take a lot of credit. They've set a standard. They've been dominating the last 2-3 years. So in a way, it's a challenge for other teams to meet their standards. So it's good to see other teams like Bowman win the cup and making sure that Tigers don't nick everything away. And other teams are striving to challenge for them. But for me, the Interleague Champions Cup, the UKBFC, the biggest national Bangladeshi tournament, is the highlight. Also, the Interleague Champions will merge with the other leagues. And I think it just shows that we're not looking at just Tower Hamlets, we're spreading outside London and outside throughout the UK.
Those are 2 cup competitions that I'm yet to mention, the Unity Cup, the rightful Unity Cup, shall I call it, and the UKBFC. Jermaine, I need to touch on this because I need to clarify. Now, you are the 1st Division champion holder, SCTA. We're now going to see you in the Premiership, but tell us who you are in the Premiership, because it's still SCTA, but...
We're now Hawk and Eagle.
Hawk and Eagle. FC or Athletic?
Well, FC.
Or Galactico. Well, there you have it. You've heard it from team captain, or one of the major players of SCTA, letting you know that they've had a name change. They are Holcombe Eagle Football Club, and they're going to be the SCTA in the Premier League. So we're so looking forward. I mean, let's just quickly touch on last season, because I'm sorry, my eyes are on the league, and I'm looking at you as well. But you know, you nipped the league at the end, although it was a really tough one.
Yeah, it was very tough. Like you said before, reach out was our main challenge, and we started to lose games coming towards the end of the league, and by the skin of our teeth we got that 1-0 win at the last game, and it confirmed the championship for us and promotion.
You know, I've been told we need to go for another break. These breaks are necessary. I think we need to get a bit of sweat off our forehead. Let's go for a quick commercial break. When we get back, we'll hear more from Jermaine and more from these guys on This Year with the ILFL. See you in a moment.